gonna jump right in. The hot topic of the day is if KD comes back and plays this year, hoping maybe July, August, they may start the NBA back up. If KD comes back, man,
right?
How far you think they're going in the playoffs?
The real question, you keep saying if. You say when Kevin Durant comes back this year. I'm trying to tell you, when they come back this year, I don't see them nothing less than the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So you think it's definitely a good idea for KD to come back this season?
Oh, that's a fact. Especially after watching the video from 2 months ago that I just saw today. If he was doing 4-on-4 drills with teams already driving to the basket in March, I can just imagine what he's doing right now in May and what he'll be ready for in July. So definitely, he's definitely coming back. I ain't got to think about it no more. You know what I mean? So.
It's some different variables I thought about today, and I'm kind of leaning toward him not coming back, but this is my reasons why. I don't think they're not a championship team yet. Like, I don't think they have a shot at the title. So why come back if you don't have a shot? Plus, he hasn't played with his team yet. You know what I mean? So that chemistry may not be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, practice and playoffs is two different things. So I don't know if they could get that chemistry together in that short a period of time in order to be good during the playoffs. Plus, you got to keep in mind they fired their head coach. They got Jaques Vaughn as the head coach. He was the head coach for 2 games. So that's another thing you got to think about too. Like, you got to take all that into consideration.
Now, I'll take all that into consideration. One thing I'll say is, for one, 4-on-4 practice with your teammates is definitely not like regular practice, right? 2, if this was Kyrie Irving and this was who we're waiting on to come back, whole different story, because he doesn't mesh well with teammates, and we've seen that unless you're LeBron. Now, what we're asking is Kevin Durant coming back. I think you can put my man in any situation, and he could be gone for a year, and he's going to fit right in, whatever he's got to do, because he's Kevin Durant. Like, it ain't like everybody else is going to suffer because Kevin Durant's on the floor. He actually makes other people better. And, like, he matched a lot of Russell Westbrook's deficiencies because of how good he was. Now, you add him back on the Nets, I don't see a whole chemistry problem because he's not always, asking for the ball. He gets the ball because he's that nice, you know what I'm saying, and he's that efficient. So I don't see him affecting the chemistry that bad, especially for a team that's really only 30 and 34. So even if he came back and demanded the ball, you can't complain about him getting the ball when you're not as efficient or as good as him. So I don't see that being an issue at all. You know what I mean? The coach will not give it to you because it's Jaques Vaughn. They just made a coaching change. But good coaching is only as good as your best player. And when your best player is Kevin Durant, he can make Jaques Vaughn look excellent. You know what I mean? Because that's a fact. You look what Kevin Durant did for Scott Brooks. Like, Scott Brooks was a good coach because he had Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant left, and I don't hear Scott Brooks' name at all. Like, I don't know how he's still a coach in Washington, but you know what I'm saying? So it can happen. You know what I mean?
Right. Now, what you think about, like, the chemistry as far as, like, in-game chemistry to, like, they got to, certain players got to play certain roles on the team, and, they may not have enough time to get that chemistry down to where, like, certain players got to do certain things. You know what I mean? Like, when it's crunch time, they're going to pretty much give KD the ball and get out the way. But I'm saying when at other times, like, that chemistry to where where your player's going to be, like, if you make a move and pass the ball, they're going to be at that certain spot. So that's what I'm talking about, the chemistry. Like, things may be a little off, and given the fact that it's the playoffs, man, that might hurt them a lot.
So this is where I'll delve into the basketball IQ of Kevin Durant. So not only because you use this against Kevin Durant, and I'm gonna use it for him. with him playing with two great players in Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. So he had to learn how to play with players who need the ball, who deserve the ball, who can shoot the ball where they wanted it, so everybody can get there when they can get it. So now Kevin Durant can take that knowledge that he has from playing with them, and not only does he can do it playing with the Nets, he sat for the whole year and watched how each player where they want the ball. So like I'm sure he's had conversations with Joe Harris. Where do you like the ball? Where do you want to shoot? Spencer Dinwiddie, we all know Spencer Dinwiddie like to drive the ball. When he's open, he'll take the shot, but he really loves to drive the ball. And Karis LeVert can pretty much do it all. But then he knows where they like the ball by watching them, talking to them. And Kevin Durant's always been a film guy. So he's watched not only other teams, he's watching his players play to know exactly how to play with them when he gets back on the court. So that, in my opinion, is going to be seamless because he spent the whole year watching his team, how each player plays and where they like the ball. So that part's going to be easy for them. Them adjusting to him may be different if they haven't been watching film, but I'm sure they probably been watching film together because Durant's he's that kind of dude. You know what I mean? So that part I think is going to be pretty simple. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, let me ask you this then. All right, Kevin Durant's being in shape. Like, we in shape, but it's
right.
being in basketball shape. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty not in basketball shape. He's probably in good shape, but like not basketball shape. So how do you think that'll affect his play during the playoffs? Like, how many minutes do you think he could really give the team during the playoffs?
If you want my honest opinion, I think he is in basketball shape because he's been training. He's been doing rehab the whole time to get back into basketball shape. And he's such of a basketball savant that if he's healthy, even during this pandemic, I'm sure he's had the access to a basketball court with his trainer, with other players where they're already practicing and they're doing their own thing. That's why you probably, it's not gonna be a whole lot of videos because nobody wants to. We're all they're supposed to be quarantined and not working out together. But I can guarantee you, if he's healthy enough, he's definitely healthy enough. We just saw him playing 4-on-4 2 months ago. So he's definitely been playing basketball I'm sure with his teammates wherever he can. I'm sure LeBron's got his LA Lakers, him, Anthony Davis, or whoever else is out there in LA. They on some court practicing, playing ball, staying in shape. And of course, you've seen little videos of LeBron training with his trainer at his house, which looks like and I'm sure Durant's been doing that the whole time. So as far as basketball shape, I'm pretty sure he's in great shape right now. You know what I mean? I'm not even worried about that part. It's just if he's 100% healthy, which as of June 12th, it'll be a year, and it's only an 8 to 12 month window to be back 100% healthy. So I'm sure he'll be back healthy by then. It's just getting on the court and whatever minutes restriction he has and being as efficient as he can with it. So I think he's already in basketball shape. I don't see him being out of shape right now.
Yeah, I don't think he out of shape by any means, but I don't think he in basketball shape. Like that constant running up and down the court, man. I don't know if he quite there. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, he'll still give you some buckets. Like that ain't no question. So let me ask you this: how deep do you think they could go in the playoffs?
Oh, Eastern Conference Finals easily. Easily. They could easily. Like if you give me Kevin Durant at 85%, even without Kyrie, if you give me Kevin Durant at 85%, I believe they're beating Toronto in 5 or 6 games. That's my honest opinion. Because that's who they would play right now today if they had to. And then in the second round, they would play the winner of Boston and Philly. And I don't believe in Philly because they don't have shooters. So now we're playing against Boston. And if you go player for player, including Kevin Durant, I'm taking the Nets. The Nets, they match up very well with Boston. You know what I mean? They match up very well, especially on the defensive end. You know what I mean?
That's a tough one, Boston, man. So who would you have starting? Who would you have coming off the bench for Brooklyn?
For Brooklyn, so we got the starters. We got Spencer at the 1. We got Karis LeVert at the 2, 3. Let's say Joe Harris. Joe Harris at the 2. So we got Spencer Harris, Spencer Dinwiddie, Joe Harris, Karis LeVert, Kevin Durant, Jared Allen. Whew, that's disgusting. That's disgusting right there, yo. You know what I mean?
Who gonna come off the bench though and help out?
So off the bench, you got DeAndre Jordan is your big coming off the bench. Garrett Temple is your Garrett Temple's decent. Who else do they have? I know they got Garrett Temple, DeAndre Jordan. So you really only got to be 8 and 9 deep, right? So that's 7 right there. And you only need 1 or 2. I can't think of who else they have on this. I got to look at their roster. But that 7 right there is good enough.
But
and now, mind you, I didn't even add Kyrie, and they said Kyrie would be healthy by July. So we started in July. Now you got to throw Kyrie in the mix.
Bring that up next. I was about to bring that up next. I don't know about that. I would have LeVert coming off the bench, man, just because you're gonna need you a star player that can give you buckets off the bench, man. Like you're gonna need that. So I would probably have LeVert coming off the bench, and that'll give you some firepower while getting a rep.
Question: Was you saying LeVert coming off the bench? Are you assuming Kyrie's playing or not?
Nope. But since I was gonna ask you that after this. So
okay.
And we both got the same view on Kyrie Irving. We're gonna start that off first. So I'm gonna give you the Brooklyn Nets roster. Kevin Durant.
Yeah, let me hear this.
KD, Kyrie Irving, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Jared Allen, DeAndre Jordan, Chris Chiozza, Joe Harris, Taurean Prince, Nicholas Claxton.
Oh, Taurean Prince. I forgot about him. Okay.
Got Timothy Luwawu. Oh, I forgot they had, and Wilson Chandler. I forgot they had Wilson Chandler.
Yeah. We got Wilson Chandler. He got to come off the bench, though.
Yeah, and he got some miles on him now, though.
Right. Let me see. And are we adding Kyrie now?
So now we adding Kyrie, but I'm going to ask you this to break into this segment. How do you think KD and Kyrie would mesh together? Because Kyrie is not a traditional point guard. He's not bring the ball up, set the offense up, move the ball. He's a bring the ball up, look to score, break you down with the dribbles and all that. Like, he's not a traditional point guard. So how do you think him and KD would play together?
I actually think they'll play pretty good because in retrospect, Steph Curry isn't your typical point guard either. Like, Steph Curry really didn't run the offense. He brought the ball up, but a lot of his was either, I want to say, like pick and roll a little bit, but it was mostly off the ball. Like, he was running off the ball. So Draymond was really the point guard, you know what I mean? And you know, when they ran plays for Durant, he was pretty much elbow extended, or they would let him go one-on-one from the top of the key. So I definitely I can see that working with Kyrie. Like, they can do the pick and roll. Kyrie can you know do whatever. Kyrie got a lot of his assists off driving to the basket and then finding whoever was open as far as like a last ditch effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's his thing. And if your last ditch effort is Kevin Durant, you can't be mad at Kevin. Like, Kevin's gonna get a lot of easy buckets. You know what I'm saying? That's what I don't see that being an issue at all. You know what I mean? And he's played with Kevin Durant played with a ball hawk, and well, I don't want to say ball hawk, but it's gonna make him look bad. But he played with Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
and he's a less athletic, more efficient Russell Westbrook.
So let me ask you this: whose team is it? Is it Kyrie's team? Is it KD's?
Oh, it's Kevin Durant's team. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely Kevin Durant's team.
If it's crunch time, if they down 2 with 5 seconds left, who taking the last shot?
We're running the play for Kevin Durant, and Kyrie is the second option.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's easy because all I got to do is look at the numbers. Like, who's more efficient and who's taller? That's it. I'm not giving it to you.
But is Kyrie willing to do that? Like, you know why he left Cleveland? Like, is he willing to be number 2 when he really wants to be number 1?
I think he's willing to be number 2 now to Kevin Durant. Like, I think he wanted to be number 1 in Boston, realized that's not him. He was a better number 2 when there was LeBron there. So, I mean, if you're not going to get LeBron back in your relationship, what better option than to go to Kevin Durant, who is arguably as good, or if not better, or just a little bit less. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, you know, it's Cleveland all over again, but in Brooklyn.
I dig it. All right. So Kyrie is supposed to be set by August.
Yeah.
All right, so
and matter of fact, let me. I forgot you got Torian Prince and Wilson Chandler. Oh man, I definitely got Brooklyn coming going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Man, I'm bugging.
I forgot they had Wilson Chandler, man. I told.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
The whole Kyrie thing, man, like we both agree, like we really don't like his style of play. I mean, he's not a traditional point guard. He dribbles the ball a lot and gives you less time on the shot clock to get up a good shot. Like, how do you think he can get that under control? Like, do you think that's something Jaques Vaughn, the coach, will have to coach him on, or do you think it's going to be KD have to talk to him like, look, man, you can't be doing all that dribbling. Like, you're running down the shot clock and you're not giving us a time to run our offense. Like, how you think they will handle that situation?
Yeah, I think Durant is more apt to tell him when he doesn't have it, or it's my time to get the ball. But like Durant's not like if Kyrie is doing all of that and is making buckets, I don't think Durant cares. Like, all right, we gonna score. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do you, at least make the basket. Like, you know what I mean? But if it's getting to the point where other teammates aren't involved, the rest will be like, all right, yo, my guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's time to either give it to me or, yo, next time you drive, your man Joe open in the corner, hit him, boom. Just like when I was watching The Last Dance, I think it was game 4, it might have been the game 5, the closeout game. And then Mike was taking a lot of bad shots. Phil was like, yo, when you drive to the basket, who's open? And Mike was like, John Paxson. And so Phil was like, give it to him. He was like, you know what, I'm going to give it. And he gave it to him. And then my man Paxson was making buckets. Same thing with Kevin Durant. He might tell Kyrie, yo, every time you drive and you try to do whoopie-woo, your man open in the corner, hit him, boom. Oh, and Joe, if he opens, he's going to make the basket. And if he starts missing the basket, well, you're not getting the ball. So, that's how I think it's going to be. You know what I mean? So I think Durant will have that he got that relationship with Kyrie where he can tell him, like, look, your man open in the corner, or, yo, the last time you drove, you missed me, I was right there. We're going to run that same play, and I'm going to be right there. You know what I mean? So Durant, his basketball IQ was that high to where he can tell him. You know what I mean? And they got that relationship, which is definitely important.
It seemed like they pretty close. So I'm gonna give you my opinion overall.
Let me hear this.
If they do decide to play this year, both of them, Kyrie and KD, I see them. So they'll get the Raptors in the first round. Depending on that chemistry, man, and if they got time to gel, yes, they can beat the Raptors in the first round. I just don't see them going too far in the playoffs this season. Now, next season, they legit, like, they have plenty of – it's going to be either them or the Bucks if the Bucks stay together next season. I see them with that current roster, and if everybody healthy next year, yeah, they could definitely get to the Eastern Conference Finals. But I say this year they just don't have enough time to get everything together to be able to put up good numbers. Like Kyrie, I don't know what he's doing. He may not even be basketball ready yet. He may not be in basketball shape either. So I don't think it would be good to see this year, but I just don't think they had enough time to get the machine going. I think next year they definitely going to be in the mix.
But so are you basing this off of, are you thinking that when the NBA comes back, they're going straight to the playoffs, or they're going to finish the regular season?
Either way, like, because I think it was like 14 or 16 games left. I don't know.
It's 18 for Brooklyn.
18? Okay. So I don't know if that's still enough, man. Like, I don't.
So remember, I think I told you, like, for one, when they come back, it's a 2 to 4 week, whatever training camp or, whatever that they got to work with. Now you got 18 regular season games, and then you got the playoffs. Like, that, for somebody like a Kevin Durant, I'm not even talking about Kyrie, just Kevin Durant alone, that's way more than enough time. You know what I'm saying? Not to mention the fact that I think, like, if I had money, I would bet it that they're practicing together right now. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere. Like they're that competitive. Like I was listening. Somebody said that, guys gonna come back out of shape. That maybe the old breed of players is, but I watched Drew Holiday's in excellent shape. I don't know if you've been seeing his workouts.
Like
he also
he in the combine type stuff.
Oh my man about to play for the Saints. He got out there running routes and in the pool, like you know what I'm saying. So I think that's most of the league. I think that's more of the norm than the like an aberration. You know what I'm saying? But so I think most players are like that. So I'm sure they're practicing right now. And I think the chemistry is gonna be there. And 18 games is enough to get ready for the playoffs. And then once the and then mind you don't have fans, so a lot of the nerves and the energy when you start coming back, and as far as you're not in basketball shape, is the adrenaline that you get from the fans and then your family and then the women that are there in the front row. So all of that takes your energy quick. But if it's not there, it's almost like practice. You know what I'm saying? So it's just y'all playing ball, talking trash to each other. That's all you getting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm using the first year the Heat got together as like my measuring scale. Like they didn't really gel until like 4 or 5 months after the season started. You know what I mean? I know that's a whole different team and all that, but like that's my measuring stick because it took them to get it. I think they'll be good. I just don't think they had enough time this season to really do what they can do. But I think next year, either them or I don't know if Milwaukee gonna keep that team together. I think Giannis need to go out to the West, but that's a whole different conversation. But I think next year they definitely coming out the East. I can see it if everybody healthy. I just don't know if they got enough time this year.
I think if they're healthy, they can come out the East this year. You know what I mean? Like, I definitely got them over Toronto with Kawhi Leonard. Even Toronto's been great. Even without Kawhi Leonard come playoff time. Just like you said, there's a difference between the regular season and the playoffs. And Siakam is good, but can he carry a team in the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. Can Kyle Lowry carry a team in the playoffs? Absolutely not. That's a no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I take Kevin Durant, it's like if Kevin Durant is 100% healthy, you give me Kevin Durant and not even Kyrie, just give me Dinwiddie, LeVert, and Joe Harris as your shooter. I just don't see how Toronto's gonna match that.
I get it.
And then against Boston, now if they get past Toronto, now we're looking at like Kyrie's definitely got to be in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so by then, that second round, which is one round away from the Eastern Conference Finals, I got them over Boston because I don't believe in Philly. They ain't got no shooters. You know what I'm saying?
I don't believe in them either. Plus, fans ain't gonna be there, but Philly is horrible on the road. So
and so now you got the Eastern Conference Finals of Brooklyn and more than likely Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And if you go player for player, it's pretty mean. It's pretty mean up there. Pretty mean.
Oh man, I'm interested to see now, man. If they make it, I'll be shocked, man. I
don't know how you shocked. Like my man, I think you're underestimating the.
On paper, they look great. Trust me, on paper they look great, but you got to be all that together. You got a new head. I mean, he ain't technically a new head coach, but he's never been a head coach. He's been assistant coach for a long time, but
no. He coached Orlando for I think 2 years.
Yeah, but they sucked.
I mean, I can't argue with that. It was pretty trash. It was trash. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, all that into consideration, like they may not have their offensive schemes down packed, and I just don't think they have enough time. I don't know what they're doing right now. Hopefully they practicing, but they said KD hasn't done 5-on-5s yet. So, maybe
that was 2 months ago. I'm sure he's doing 5-by-5 by today.
I don't know. I was watching on ESPN. They said he hasn't. He probably can't do 5-on-5s yet, but because of the coronavirus. But they just said he hasn't done 5-on-5s yet. And it all depend on his mental game. Like, he got to be mentally ready to put that Achilles to work because playoffs, bro, ain't no off. It's on all the time, man.
Hey, man, and then knowing all the criticism that Kevin Durant got, this will be the perfect time to come back. You know what I mean? To show you what he's worth. To come back at the end of it, like he pretty much. Like he really didn't miss nothing. If you think about it now, like if they restart the season, he's able to come back. All you missed was a couple of regular season games. You know what I'm saying? And then you get a chance to actually just come back, play some games, and go for the title. Like he's not letting that opportunity go. You know what I mean? But he was already talking about playing it. He was already talking about playing in the Olympics this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's around August, or would have been in August.
Yeah.
So now we talking July. Oh no, my man, good out here, B. My man, good, man. And the East is weak. Like no team in the East, even Milwaukee got flawed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the East super weak, bro.
So yeah, like if he was in the West, nah, don't even come back. You know what I'm saying? Well, don't even come back on Golden State. You know what I'm saying? stay home, my guy.
Oh, so, all right. Yeah. What you think? Well, I mean, if Milwaukee's so one-dimensional, if you shut down Giannis or just make him work a little bit, that's it for Milwaukee. Toronto showed us that last year. So, yeah, if they get past that second round, man, I don't know.
Now we're looking at they come out to be in the finals. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know who coming out the West. You know what I'm saying? Like the West is bananas if you ask me. So that's a whole nother monster.
The Clippers are the Lakers, man. I don't think Houston ain't gonna work in the playoffs.
Oh no, Houston's trash. Like I don't care if they have some big men on the team. I don't believe in Russell Westbrook or James Harden. So they done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So what
I believe
Miami, man? You don't think that's a sleeper?
As far as they can't win on the road. They have one of the worst. They might know. I think Philly has the worst road record of a playoff team. Yeah. Like I was listening today. They have 2 more road wins than Cleveland
on the road, bro. Like they hard.
Yeah, and Miami's not too far away. You know what I mean? So. And I don't think they might have the 4th or 5th seed, but I don't think Miami might have home court right now. But they're not going to have home court in the second, or the Eastern Conference Finals. So you can't win on the road. You can't win on the playoffs. So I don't. They're a good team. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. But that's it. Huh? They the 4th seed?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, no, they good. They out of there. But how many? How many? What's
they got. It's 41-24, and then the Pacers are 39-26. So that's super close.
2 games, yeah. And then Oladipo might be better because he was trash when he came back. So yeah, I don't know, man. You know what I mean?
Super close. So check this out. 1 and 2 is a lock. Bucks and Raptors. So Celtics are 43-21. Heat are 41-24. Pacers 39-26. 76ers are also 39-26. So 3, 4, and 5, and 6. That's still depending on how many regular season games they let them play. That's
right. If you go up in the air, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's super tight.
Yeah, and you're looking at Philly right now without home court advantage at the 60s, and now you got to play Boston in the first round.
They done. Yeah, Philly, they fool's gold to me.
Yeah. And Ben Simmons is still hurt, so he's the one really hurt.
Yeah.
So, and then I don't know what's 7 and 8 is what Brooklyn and Orlando.
Yep.
Yeah. Nah, Orlando's out of there. They trash. How far is Brooklyn from Philly?
Brooklyn is 30 and 34, and Philly is 39 and 26. So that's a
No. That's a big gap. So we got Brooklyn in the 7th seed playing Toronto essentially, since Toronto gonna lock up the 2.
yeah.
And with Durant back, they out of there. They get Toronto out of there.
Check this out though. Are 30 and 34. Orlando is 30 and 35. So depending on how rest of the season go out, Nets could drop it that 8th seed, bro, and meet up with them Bucks in the first round though.
They could, but not. But remember, we bring in Kevin Durant back for the final 8. If they do it regular season, Durant's coming back. They're not going to have a worse record than Orlando. You know what I'm saying? Orlando's not bringing back Prime Penny or Prime T-Mac. Like, that's a wrap. Like, the Nets are bringing back Prime Durant. You know what I mean? So, they got the 7th seed. I give them that easy.
Okay. All right, man. So you think they're going to come out the East?
They have a great chance. I'm not going to pick them just yet, but I'll pick them out the first. I got them in the Eastern Conference Finals. Put it that way.
Got you.
I got them in the Eastern Conference Finals against Milwaukee, and then it can go either way with that one.
Man, it's the East, so you don't even know. Like, I don't know if Milwaukee gonna make it to the Eastern Conference Finals, man. Like,
so they would play the winner of Indiana and Miami. They getting past either one of them teams, man. They're gonna beat Orlando, probably a sweep. They're gonna sweep Orlando and then play Miami or Indiana.
Indiana matches up well with them though.
How?
They got Evan Turner, nice. He's a I would say solid center, They got, depending on how good Oladipo play.
Right.
They got what's the dude? The Euro.
Malcolm. They got the bonus.
And Brogdon. They got the
Brogdon.
They got a nice little squad, man.
They do. But after that, what they got?
Yeah, that's about it.
Because I know Jeremy Lamb tore his Achilles, so he out of there.
Yeah, let me pull up their roster real quick. That might be a
Because I know Lamb got hurt right before the season ended.
All right, so they got Victor Oladipo, they got Sabonis, Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner, T.J. Warren.
He can score. No, T.J. can score. I like T.J.
I like his defense better than his offense. They got Doug McDermott. He can shoot. I don't really think he get no playing time though.
Doug McDoodoo next.
They got Brian Bowen. I don't even know who that is.
I know the name, but he don't get no playing time. He's just on the. I think he's from the University of Miami.
The Pacers jersey on their pictures. He the only. So yeah.
Yeah.
T.J. McConnell.
He's good.
Jeremy Lamb is hurt. They got they got 2 Holidays. They got Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday.
Yeah, they got both brothers. I forgot about that.
Goga Bidzadi. So he's not playing.
Oh, no, he's the rookie that they drafted from overseas, 7 foot or something like that. Yeah, they do match. They match up, but they're not beating Miami. They're not beating Milwaukee in a 7-game series.
Yeah.
More than, let me think about the shooting, because Milwaukee might be the best 3-pointer shooting team in the league. That'd be a tough one though. That'd be a tough matchup. I could see Milwaukee losing. I give you that.
Yeah. So
dang,
you got it. I'm kind of changing my mind, man. I don't know, man. I still don't think they got enough time, but I'm definitely interested to see how it's gonna play out.
Oh, and don't let Milwaukee. If Milwaukee lose before the Eastern Conference Finals, I got Brooklyn out there. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's the only team I think that can really beat Brooklyn in the series with Kevin Durant on the floor.
Yeah, I agree.
That's it.
Damn, man. Yeah, that's.
It's looking nice for Brooklyn, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Looking nice for Brooklyn.
I must say. Yeah, especially because Kyrie's supposed to be ready. If his mind right, he'll be good.
and then every home game, they're gonna have like Casanova 2-time performing. That hello Brooklyn, Brooklyn. They're gonna be there. You know what I mean? They're gonna have the Biggie joint playing. Jay-Z gonna perform. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be lit. I see it.
Yeah, I can see it on paper, man. I don't know.
On the court, man, you got to think about the type of player that Kevin Durant is. You know what I mean? It ain't like he needs the ball and do what James Harden 1,001 dribbles. You know what I'm saying? Durant he's gonna get his shot. You know what I'm saying? Cross. You know what I mean? That's what he gonna do. Or he averaged 6 assists a game, so it ain't like he ain't gonna pass the ball. So they lit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he gonna have to be mentally ready though. Like, man, coming back from that injury, his mind gonna have to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's the whole thing. Like, that I want them to play the 18 games. You know what I'm saying? I want them to finish the regular season because that's going to give him the not worrying about is the injury good or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, is he going to re-tear it? You know what I'm saying? So the more games he plays, the better he feels comfortable. Now we get to the first round. He didn't play 18 games. That's about a month now? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Month and a half of playing ball. Like, oh, I'm good now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go. Strap up, cuz. You know what I mean? So but if they just jump into the playoffs, now I might, double down on my take because they may not just put them out there for, playoff basketball. But if we got some games to play and some weeks to start before we start them games, oh, we good money, B.
Yeah. I'm motivated to see it now, man. If they do it, I'm gonna laugh so hard, yo.
Yo, you know who I'm hitting up first. As soon as I see him step on the court, I'm like, hey, who's playing tonight, my guy? You know what I mean?
Word. That is what's up. Well, I'm definitely, man, gonna keep my eyes and ears open to this. When Kyrie said he ready to get back, I just saw this on my homepage, ready to get back to destroying the NBA.
What? Kyrie's ready? What's Kevin Durant? The only reason Kyrie's not making that statement if Kevin's not ready. I can guarantee you that. Like, he's not just like, I'm ready to turn the league with, you know what I mean? Without, yo, son, I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Bulls fan, but I'm about to give you a Nets jersey. I'm about to give you a KD jersey, man. That's it, man. That's my guy, yo.
Now, you got to keep this in mind, too, though. Kyrie can ball. He'll give you 51 night and then come back 10, bro. So you got to keep it in mind, too.
But do you remember what happened in the playoffs last year? When Steph was having his bad game, Durant gave you what, 41, 45, 50 burger on him. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, if all hell breaks loose, give it to Kevin. 5 KD. My man is 50. He shot 55% in the finals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I mean, he alongside the two best shooters in the NBA, though. You know?
No. I'm talking about in the finals in 2012 against Miami. He shot 55% from the field. And I told you, Westbrook was shooting 37%, and then your man shot 60. How you shoot 16% from the field, B? Yo, somebody tell me how you do that, man. You a professional ball player. Nah, son. So yeah, nah. Durant's that guy, man. You know what I'm saying?
I admit, bro, like the boy can ball. Like what he did, his short amount of time he played in the finals, I was just like, man, he came in with a quick 12. Like,
what?
Oh, like,
from three. Team.
Double.
You know what I'm saying? And one. So yeah, man.
He did not miss a shot. I saw him training today. They was all going in too.
Yo, this nigga ready, man. This guy's ready. This guy's man. Somebody, the price will be a problem when he come back, man. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, this is how we gonna close it out. I'm gonna restate mine. My opinion, if he comes back, which I assume he is now, I don't think they have enough time to get that team together and running like a well-oiled machine to come out the East. But I think next year they got it. I do see them. If all the rest of the teams in the Eastern Conference stay the same, no major moves, Brooklyn Nets definitely coming out the East next year.
Right. And then I'm gonna let you know right now. They're already a well-oiled machine at whatever basketball court they play that together. You know what I'm saying? Your man Durant's ready to ball now. Kyrie must be healthy, so he's ready to ball too. You know what I'm saying? And when they get to the practice facility, they're gonna be getting it in. Jaques Vaughn really ain't got to coach much. You know what I'm saying? Kyrie, do you, but don't forget you got Kevin Durant right there. Kevin Durant's not afraid to pass the ball. Joe can shoot. Dinwiddie can drive. LeVert can get you 50. Like he showed you that against Boston, in Boston. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it was Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum guarding him. He gave both of them buckets. You know what I'm saying? Whoever they put Marcus Smart on him. He gave Marcus Smart buckets. You know what I'm saying? So LeVert can get it. You know what I mean? Now we got Wilson Chandler, Torian Prince. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you need some bigs to guard the basket? Not named Durant? Put DeAndre Jordan or Jared Allen in the game. Oh man, we lit, B. We lit. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to have just all scorers on the court? Let's go with Kyrie. We're gonna put Dinwiddie at the 2. We're gonna put LeVert. We're gonna have Kevin Durant, and we're gonna have Joe Harris out there. We're gonna have Durant playing the 5. You know what I'm saying? Who you want to guard? How you want me to give it to you? You got on the point. If you got Kyrie, Dinwiddie, LeVert, Harris, and Durant on the floor, I'm good. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'll take that position all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day of the week, twice on Sunday. You know what I mean?
Oh man, that's what's up, man. All right, we gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. I appreciate you jumping on here with me, man. We definitely gonna get this popping again, man.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. You know what I'm saying? This number one. We're gonna have more. You know what I'm saying? Start talking about hip hop to you. The way I teach you basketball, I'm gonna teach you hip hop. You heard?
That's soon. Go ahead and get your plugs on, man. Go ahead and plug your IG and everything.
Oh, you already know. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all follow your boy Grind Season Fitness on Instagram. Go on Facebook. You know, Grind Season Fitness. I also have my own personal page on Facebook, DA Grind Season Raymond. Grind Season is one word. RAIMER is the last name. And yeah, I mean, you already know what it is. There's no off season doing grind season. 2 up, 2 down. Mr. DA all day. 757. You
heard? Hey. Till next time, my G.
No doubt, sir. I'll get at you, my guy.
Yep.
Yes, sir.